Hey everybody, I'm here with Eleni Z's, one of our long-term Valkyries. In fact, she's a plank owner. She was one of the original 5 girls when the club started up many moons ago. And it's just fantastic to have her still with the program. Eleni, tell me about yourself.
My name is Eleni. I am 16 years old. I go to Chattahoochee High School. I am a junior now, and I am from Greece.
Yeah, you have a fantastic accent. I absolutely love it. How long have you been in the U.S.?
I've been in the U.S. for 8 years now.
Fun. So what made you choose rugby?
That's an interesting question. I've always loved being active and playing sports, and I've tried many sports throughout my life, my short life. I've even ice skating. And at the beginning, it was my mom. She had played rugby in college, and she always told me these fun stories that she had with her teammates and the other teams. And I've always loved it. And she found a team for my brothers, and they joined. And I wanted to join too, but she said it was a boys-only team. But then when I went to see their first game, I saw that another girl was playing, who in fact was your daughter, Ari. And then I told my mom, sign me up immediately. I want to play. And I played with their team for a bit, Phoenix. And then middle school after that, I couldn't play high school because high school girls can't play with high school boys. And then I found you guys who were offering a girls team. So perfect opportunity.
So it ended up being the 2 Greek girls taking the pitch together, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Hey Eleni, do you participate in any other activities? What else do you do with your time?
Right now, I have signed up for 3 APs in school, so that is taking most of my time. But when I'm not doing that, I am also working. I am a swim instructor at Dynamo. That's a fun job. I work with little kids. And I try on my free time whenever I can, try to hit the gym, get stronger for rugby and for myself. And if not that, I help my parents around the house with whatever's needed.
So what kind of rugby opportunities have been created for you? Everyone talks about rugby will take you places. What's your experience been?
My experience has been, as everybody else said, it does take me places. Just last February, I was scouted by the U.S. national team to play for a motley crew that they set up, and we played against girls from the Northeast and the Southwest, I believe. And that was a big scouting event for a lot of colleges. And hopefully I get scouted again, so I can, now that I'm of age, be asked upon by other colleges.
Have you thought about what you want to do after school? I mean, you're taking AP courses, you're working, you're training. What do you think you want to do after high school?
It always fluctuates, but at the moment, I want to continue my rugby career and, if possible, play national, either with the U.S. team or the Greek team. But if not, I always wanted to play in college. That I have said that no matter what, I'm playing rugby in college, whether it be a team or club. And because of rugby, I've not even considered going to Europe for college because I know rugby is a more popular sport there, and there are more growing opportunities there.
So tell me, Eleni, what's your best rugby experience been so far?
That's a tough one because there are so many that are like I've loved, so many experiences. But probably my favorite one was when there was a rugby tournament on my birthday. So for that whole weekend, I could spend my birthday, my Sweet 16, with the best group of people, with the people I love, doing the thing that I love the most, rugby, and just tackling people for the fun of it. It definitely helped, and I loved it. Best birthday ever by far.
Have you ever jumped on another team where people you didn't know? I know that happens a lot in rugby. What's that like?
Oh yes, that is one of the reasons why I love rugby, because it doesn't really matter at sometimes what team you're on. Because I myself have to jump multiple times on different teams because they were low on people. And I love that about rugby because in other teams, usually if they don't have a player, they just cancel the game. But in rugby, they try to find every possible solution to continue playing the game, like putting people on the field. And to that, it doesn't really the field. When we're playing on the field, we all go all out on each other. But then when we're off the field, no matter what team you're on, no matter who you played against, friend or foe, we're just all friends at the end. We all go hang out somewhere. We exchange phone numbers, everything. It's just like a big group of old friends. And I love that.
What do you like best about Valkyries rugby?
Valkyries rugby is that they are committed to their players. They want the best for their players, no matter what. And I've seen that so far. We've had 5 of our seniors, really good friends of mine. They all had gotten a scholarship for rugby, and Valkyries Rugby was there to help them along the way. They set up highlight reels for them. They really did help out, and they gave us experiences. They always let us know when there was a tournament going on that we may not be able to attend to as a team, but as an individual could. So we can always put ourselves out there for the other colleges and get noticed. And I really appreciated that.
What would you tell somebody considering trying rugby?
What would I say to someone considering to try rugby? I would tell them that it is definitely something somebody should try in their life because there is no other sport quite like it. Because rugby is not just a sport. It's a culture. It's a lifestyle. The people you meet you will never forget because you've shed sweat and blood with them. It's definitely an amazing sport, and it teaches you a lot of things, not just sport-wise, but also things that you will need in life, how to communicate with new people, and just trying out new things. And rugby has helped me a lot with that, because at the beginning I was a bit more not as outgoing. I wasn't as social, but with rugby, it helped me boost my confidence up. I became more confident in myself because I didn't have to hide that little rough part of me anymore. I could just let it go and people wouldn't judge me for it. And that is definitely one of my favorite things about rugby. And I think everybody should experience that.
Eleni, you've been playing several years now. What's your favorite event?
My favorite event? That's a tough one too. You keep asking all these tough questions for me. It's hard to decide. There's so many good things. I would have to say Ruggerfest because that is a very popular one. In addition to that, it might also be Tropical Sevens because both of those are very big tournaments that a lot of groups come into, and you can meet a lot of new teams. You can learn a lot from them too. But I'd probably have to say Tropical Sevens is my favorite because their teams come from all over the country. There've been teams from Hawaii coming there too, and to say they play so nicely and their coordination, their teamwork's beautiful that I learn from them just from watching them. And I've always liked to see these different styles of rugby join together and me going against them and trying to figure out ways to get through the gaps. And so, yeah, I have to say Tropical Sevens because it has taught me a lot.
Eleni, every year for you has been a big new year, going from starting to expanding to last year just being dominant both on defense and scoring a lot of points this past year, finding gaps and just really being successful. As you approach this year, what are your goals?
My goals for this year are definitely to get lower on my tackles because I've had a habit of being a bit too high sometimes. So I always need to lower it down, and I want to get the tackles down quickly, and hop back up, and also increase my speed so then I can alter from just being a forward to being a back and a forward. because I do love playing on that back line. And one more goal that I probably set for myself is to expand my portfolio more. So I've learned all the front positions now, all the forwards and the scrum. I've played all those positions, but I want to expand to the back side now, so I can also learn the speed and the passing and the hand-eye coordination that is needed for those backs.
Well, Eleni, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you today. I really appreciate your time. I'm looking forward to an exciting year this year and seeing you grow and achieve the goals you set out. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the pitch soon.
Thank you. Can't wait to join you guys again.